Pretty cool. Oh. Okay, so not so long ago, guys, hobbyplus released their 1/24 scale brushed Speck-B racing buggies. That one came in both an orange and a beige coloured body, and then more recently they released a brushless version. That one came in a magenta and a yellow body. Today I have this magenta one, which means this is the Speck-B brushless in the magenta body, and with its popularity between the hobbyplus fans and those guys doing mini buggy racing, a short course truck version was requested. And lo and behold, guys, hobbyplus did listen to you. Today we also have the Speck-SCT. Now the Speck-SCT is obviously the short course truck version of the Speck-B. It comes in a grey and yellow livery for the brushed version and an orange and blue liveries for the brushless version. This is going to be a brushless version. In this video we're going to take a look at both the Speck-B and the Speck-SCT, as I've never actually reviewed the Speck-B before. I think you can tell from the boxes the Speck-SCT is going to be a little bit bigger than the Speck-B. Both of these products come with the same things inside the box. This mini instruction manual for your mini SCT or your mini buggy. Obviously you're going to get all the exploded views and parts listed in there for both your buggy and your short course truck. You get a USB charger for the included LiPO battery, wheel hex tool, and a little bag which includes optional pinions and a spare gear. Both of them have exactly the same FlySky radio controller. Oh, can't remember which one's which now. Buggy, short course, buggy. Oh, pretty small yet usable remote transmitter. And of course, inside the box, you're going to get your Speck-B buggy, whatever colour you bought it, or your Speck-SCT. You can see the size difference. This ultra cool looking Speck-B, some of you have seen before. A lot of praise on this little buggy, but I think most of you are here to see this one, the Speck-SCT. That is like a professional racing chassis on a short course truck in the palm of your hands. That is just amazing to look at. Side by side, you can see there's a huge difference between the short course truck and the buggy, even though they are actually the same scale. The wheelbase is different, with a much longer wheelbase on the short course truck, but the general width of the vehicles being very, very similar. Obviously the short course truck is a lot higher, and although the electronics are the same in the short course truck as they were in the buggy, this is going to handle very, very, very differently. Both of these vehicles are indeed two-wheel drive, so you can see the free spin of the front wheel there. Same case with the short course, and look at the bearings on that. That is so smooth. Just a minor flick and it just turns for ages. Body removal on the Speck-B, just need to pull off this little body with the Velcro and pull it out of its body there. And there you have, that is the chassis of the Speck-B. However, for the short course truck, there are actually two little body clips on the rear here. And once you've removed those, that body just comes off with a little hooky thing that just slots into the front shock mount here. That is your look at the two chassis without the bodies on. As you can see, same electronics, very, very similar layout. So obviously there are some shared parts there. The Speck-SCT obviously has a much longer stretched out chassis, but otherwise the same kind of geometry going on there. The shock mounts on the SCT are definitely different to the ones on the buggy. And once you take a look at the underside, you will see that the control arms actually look very, very similar. Now the Speck-SCT obviously has a front bumper and a rear bumper for its short course form. Both the Speck-B and the Speck-SCT is running a FlySky 2-channel receiver, and that is paired up to a hobbyplus rebranded Hobbywing ESC. On the rear pod, you can just make out the Hobbywing 1626 sized 8000 kV motor, 8000 kV brushless motor. That's going to have some kick on it, right? One thing we'd really have to compliment hobbyplus on is these oil-filled shocks. They feel so good even for tiny little RC cars. I'm going to stress one more time that both these models look absolutely amazing despite their small size, and both of them feel really, really premium. I'm expecting a lot from these. Okay though, small problem. There is actually no carpet tracks for me to run either of these guys anywhere in my vicinity, so I'm just going to have to find somewhere else to run them. Alright, we are out with both the Speck-B and the new Speck-SCT. One thing I didn't mention in the unboxing is these tyres. These tyres are foam filled and these pin tyres are really, really grippy. I mean, I tried it on my desk and I've tried it on the asphalt here, and they do provide a lot of grip. These are going to be excellent on carpet. We'll see how it does on asphalt. I'm going to kick you off with this one because this is one that you haven't seen yet, because a lot of you have already seen the Speck-B. Oh! Wow! Now with that 8,000 kV motor, I did know it. Oops, nice jump. I was saying, with that 8,000 kV motor, I knew it was going to be fast. I didn't know it was going to be quite this nippy. Woo! Oh! That has got some speed for such a small thing. Gotta be careful with the turns, it will traction roll. That's quite expected for a short course truck. Obviously, the good thing about the SCT sharing a lot of parts with the Speck-B is there are tons of upgrade parts for the Speck-B already, and a lot of them will fit this SCT. Aluminium trailing arms, aluminium shocks, even a sway bar, which I'm not sure actually fits on the SCT yet, but definitely one for the Speck-B. Whew. The amount of grip this thing's giving is just astonishing. Pretty cool. Wow. I am accustomed to driving rear-wheel drive cars. You cannot drive it like a four-wheel drive. You're going to have to let off the throttle occasionally. Unfortunately, you can't just bang it. Slow down on those turns and throttle back in is the way to go. Woo! This is super fun. You can see it giving away. Occasionally, if I do turn too harsh, you can make good turns though like this if you just let it throttle off. The suspension is beautiful. For such a small machine, that is set perfectly right out the box. Slight cogging issue on slow speed here, but nothing major. Response is extremely good. Now I have moved on with the Speck-B. Some of you may have already seen this one. Not on here, you haven't. Oh, just as fast. Now this one obviously turns a lot better than the SCT, being with a much lower center of gravity. I mean, it's a buggy after all. This one's going to turn a lot sharper, like a buggy should. My first experience is obviously the SCT handles just the way a short course should, and the Speck-B handling exactly how a buggy should. Both seem really dialed in for exactly what they're meant for and their class of car. Oh! That is going to be the problem of running 1/24 scale on surfaces like this. Like I said, unfortunately, absolutely no carpet tracks anywhere near me within a 2-hour drive. I'm giving you the experience of a casual RC user and not a carpet racer. Ow! Okay, let's be truthful. Loose dirt for the Speck-B, not the best place. This is too light with its 2-wheel drive. It's not going to eat into this loose dirt. This is totally the wrong surface to be running this. It was great on asphalt, it would be great on carpet, but yeah, loose dirt, not really brilliant. The tyres are grippy, it's just too light and no traction on this really loose dirt. Now the short course truck should fare a little bit better. Let's give it that a try. And as expected, much better with the short course truck. Still not perfect, but workable. Doing pretty much what a short course truck should be able to do. Obviously much better with its much larger wheels, slightly heavier chassis, and being the much larger vehicle. If you are going to run it on some dirt like this, you're going to need to find something a little bit more compact. But yeah, workable. Smooth concrete of the skate park. Oh yeah, this is where both this SCT and the Speck-B is going to shine, other than a carpet track. Oh, beautiful. Suspension on this thing is absolutely amazing. It's almost silent on landings. Yeah, definitely where you want to be if you're not on a track. Oh, wow, oh dear. Yeah, if you got nowhere to run, a smooth concrete of this skate park, absolutely brilliant. This thing is awesome. So much control, so much traction, and great response, great steering. I really can't fault it. Oh! And you would expect nothing less from the Speck-B. I mean, being a buggy, it's just made for jumps. Usually not quite as big as this. Whew. But yeah, same brilliant response as the short course. Wow. Bear in mind the short course truck is actually based off this one, and this one came first. Absolutely astounding. Look at that. Woo. Oh, lovely. Look at that. Beautiful. I am skate bashing a 1/24 scale short course truck, can believe it. Oh, beautiful suspension. I can't fault it, really. It's so plush. This thing is absolutely stunning. Spectacular. I'm gonna see how it likes the big boy jumps. Oh. Beautiful. That is better. Oh. That is the body. There we go. Woo. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. I think it's forgotten. It is actually a 1/24 scale. Yeah, I would definitely say the buggy just jumps that little bit better and it's a little bit easier to land. I guess the short course truck just a little bit better, doing more short coursey things. It's not a bad thing. Just means that they're both designed exactly as they're meant to be. Oh, ouch. There's the issue of the short course when you're doing jumps like that. The body comes off. Of course, that's not really an issue because you shouldn't be doing jumps like this with a short course anyway. I gotta say, both the Speck-B and the Speck-SCT have taken an absolute kicking so far. They seem to be somewhat unbreakable. Obviously micro size, very lightweight, so they're gonna have some durability. And I said about maneuverability. Look at this thing. Absolutely great control. The same amount of maneuverability on the short course as there is on the buggy. The response is just really good on this thing. Oh. Okay guys, so that was the new hobbyplus Speck-SCT and its predecessor, the Speck-B. Both of them were super fast, both were brilliant to be honest with you. I would say the Speck-B jumps just a little bit better than the SCT, and the reason for that is aerodynamics, of course. This is a buggy, this is an SCT. hobbyplus have designed both these little machines to do exactly as they're designed for. Some very minor issues with the SCT is when it's slow, it does cog a little bit, but it's going to go slow in this thing anyway. Landing those jumps, whether you crash or not, the body does tend to come off, probably due to the flex of the chassis and that clip coming out of the front. But also, that's not exactly a bad thing. It's just preventing damage, right? But looks wise, both look absolutely brilliant. If you like short course trucks, then the SCT is definitely one to go for. And despite being rear wheel drive, they both handle really well. Once again guys, the Brushless Speck-SCT and the Brushless Speck-B, absolutely recommended whichever one you take. I couldn't recommend one over the other. I'd say just take both of them.